Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the how you can help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you.
Hey guys and gals, how you doing? How you doing? Court's in session. If you don't know, you need to be told. My name is Paul Burry, Family Friendly Gaming, or you can just call me the Honorable Judge, if you prefer that. Just you could say Your Honor, Your Honor. This is gonna be FFG politics on the Democrat messaging. So I've been seeing stories about this, and there are multiple Democrats pointing fingers. The knives are out. You could say that they are just after Vice President Harris lost the election to President Trump. You have all of these Democrats coming out and going, "Well, our messaging wasn't on point. We needed to get better messaging." It honestly is more than your messaging. I'll be blunt. I voted for President Trump. The Honorable Paul Burry voted for President Trump. Noah voted for President Trump. Yolanda voted for President Trump. My parents voted for President Trump. My mother-in-law voted for President Trump. Like, we all said, this is what we want. And the big issue for us is the old thing. I can't remember where the saying came from, but there was a saying. It's the economy, stupid. And I think that might have been President Clinton who said that, or someone associated with him, related to him, or something. When the economy's bad, generally the party in power does not stay in power, in the White House, generally. There probably were some exceptions, and I have to go study that historically and everything. But generally, it's like, no, out, you're fired type of deal. Yeah, when inflation was so horrible, the economy was so bad, Americans were struggling. And when we have the Democrats telling us, "Oh, it's good, you're fine," no, I can see with my own eyes. When prices go up this high and my pay goes up like this, and there's this gap here, when we're struggling, when we're bringing in all this money and we still can't pay for everything, guess what we're going to think? Hey, this is a problem. By the way, gas prices through the roof under President Biden. And the only time he would sit there and bring it down was right before an election. He'd sit there and release some oil reserves to bring the prices down to try to get more Democrats elected. And then it would be like, okay, now we're done, and we're going back to how things were horrible, and gas prices went back up. And you're going, you need to be drilling. You need to stop all these moratoriums on the drilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to have more oil coming in to bring prices down. Like, come on, dude. Buy a vowel. So, to me, it's more than just their messaging. I mean, yeah, their messaging was saying stuff that we completely disagreed with, and we're like, no, that's not true. You can't sit there and tell us lies and expect us to just go, "Oh, okay, great, yeah, we'll do what you want. We're just stupid." We're not dumb. It just, the arrogance there and the underestimating of our intelligence is a bigger issue than your messaging. I get it. I mean, I even go back to like President Obama, President Clinton. When they ran for office, they would like move themselves to the middle when they were campaigning, and then they went far left as soon as they got in office. And I don't know if a lot of people didn't pay attention or didn't know, or again, if the economy is doing fine, a lot of times they don't want to change. They don't think they need to change, right? Even if things are being implemented, they're horrible and they're going to stay with us forever, and they're really, really bad, like Obamacare, for example. And Hillary Clinton, when she was the wife of I don't know if she's still the wife of Bill Clinton, but when he was president and she was the first lady, she was pushing for universal health care too, right? Like, she was pushing for that. I mean, this thing you got to realize is the Democrats are not going to stop with their ideas. So when they talk about giving everyone a check just for being alive, giving every citizen money. That idea came out not that long ago, a few years back. They'll bring it up again, and at some point they'll get the White House, they'll get the Senate, they'll get the House of Representatives, and they'll just shove it through. And no matter what kind of a disaster it turns into later, they'll just do it. They'll push for their agenda all the time. And I think a lot of people are like, we've seen your agenda. Your agenda is bad, whether it's the people suffering from the mental illness of gender dysphoria. And the Democrats are like just all on board and trying to promote them and put them way up on a pedestal as these just amazing people for having this mental illness, instead of trying to treat them and help them and get them normal lives. I think a lot of people were irritated about that. I read a story about one of the ads President Trump ran, that Kamala Harris was for they, them, and President Trump was for you. I think that really resonated with a lot of people. It's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense when this is what they're doing and talking about. The other thing is, the thing that I think that really hurt Vice President Biden was she would sit there and try to toe this line of, oh yeah, we did a wonderful job. We were awesome. We were amazing. We were great. I'm going to come in and change. Yeah, that is a little confusing. If things were so amazing and awesome under you, why would you change anything? And not accepting the responsibility. Like, she was the border czar. She could have just as easily said, you know what? Mistakes were made. We're learning from the mistakes. We're improving things. We're making things better. I think a lot of Americans would have listened to that better than, oh yeah, I did a great job. No, you didn't. No, not when Americans are being murdered by criminals from other countries who came in illegally. And this happens all the time. And you're just like, no. or crime. Oh yeah, crime's so much better. No, it wasn't. Again, you can't lie about these things. I guess they just think they can say whatever, and the media is going to just, help them out, and no one's going to hold them accountable for it. I guess, so much has happened with that for Democrats over the decades, that they get away with anything that they think they still can. And there are more and other medias out there that are pointing facts out, pointing the truth out. So, I mean, you gotta level with us. You gotta be honest with us. Don't sit there and have this entitlement expectation that you can just lie and say whatever, and we're not going to catch on. That's all my thoughts on this topic. Court adjourned. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.